All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming to you again with a review, a very belated review. I'm about to explain of the Middlesbrough versus Arsenal game. Now, first things first, I am a fucking numpty. Why are you a numpty, Chris? I'll tell you. So, in my wisdom, I thought to myself, oh, they seem to really respond well to the pre-recorded review. Let me see if I can do it again. So I did it. I prepared it. I got everything sorted. Everything was away. It took ages to shift from my phone to YouTube, but I thought, oh, don't worry about it. It will take that long. If it takes as long as it takes, and it'll be ready. And then I woke up this morning for work, and Mr. Silent but Violent, shout out to you, brother. You spotted it. Spotted a very key flaw in my very tired review. My review was titled, what was it titled? Sorry, it was titled Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Not only was it titled Crystal Palace versus Arsenal, I actually referred to Middlesbrough. I did a whole review referring to Middlesbrough as Crystal Palace. My bad if you're one of the 8 that watched it. Quickly pulled that shit off. So I am numpty of the week. That's for damn sure. Anyway, on with the very belated review. Sorry guys, you guys know that I normally like to do it same night, next night at the very latest. And to do it on a night where everyone is about to gear up and watch the Champions League. I know. Just bear with me. Bear with me and I'll let you get on your way. My thoughts are going on about the game. So first things first, I've titled the video what I've titled it because my girlfriend texts me and goes to me, fuck me, we actually won a game. So I've got to title the video as that. She goes, you wouldn't dare. So I'm going to win a bet. Hence the title of this video. Anyway, on with the game. I thought the performance was a tense one. I thought it was always going to be that. People will point to the fact that Middlesbrough are in 19th. Why are we struggling to beat Middlesbrough? I think you've got to put certain things into perspective. I would have agreed with you if it was 5 games ago. Let's face it, Middlesbrough are going to be fighting for their life in every single game now. So those games are becoming more difficult than the normal ones, quote unquote. So let's not completely take away from the performance. First things first, let me give props to Wenger. He actually changed something. He did something new. He did something different. That was the theme of my review on my last video. I just wanted us to do something different. That was a theme of my preview. Just do something different, and he did. Fair play to him. He played 3 at the back. And we went with wing-backs, which is what I've been calling for. You guys know this. If you've been listening to me for any length of time, I've always said that I feel our team is built for that. I know certain people had certain problems with certain people that played in certain positions. Don't know if you followed me there. Don't know if that even makes sense. But let's just go with it. And yeah, an argument could have been made that maybe I would have liked Ox in the middle, and yeah, maybe Gibbs should have played left back, even though I don't think Monreal did that badly, to be honest. And yeah, you can ask the question, why didn't Bellerin play of all times? If there was ever a game tailor-made for Bellerin, it was as a wing-back. I understand all those theories. And yeah, maybe a 3-4-2-1 formation doesn't suit Giroud. And yeah, I agree with that. But taking all that stuff away, ultimately we won the game. And at some point during the game, I didn't think that was actually going to happen, particularly when they equalised, and probably should have made it 3-1. I did go for a 2-1 victory, and I went for a tense game, and I felt like it would be, and it was. But I thought there were certain people that performed well in a system that we weren't familiar with. So props goes out to in particular, Ox, who I thought was brilliant on Monday. I really did. Worked ever so hard. And say what you want. Sorry, I'll come back to him. Holding, best out of the centre-backs, in my opinion. He was best out of the centre-backs. I thought he was fantastic. And then, say what you want, Ozil rose to the occasion. I thought he was brilliant. In fact, there was one point where Ozil was actually tracking back, which, sorrily, he was tracking back. Even Lee must have been like, I'm sorry, is that Ozil? But yeah, it was Ozil tracking back, making last-ditch tackles, finding little pockets to thread passes in. I want to somehow bottle this and transfer it for the rest of the season. Do you reckon that might be possible? Yeah, I doubt it. But I was very impressed. Very impressed. Now, we only need him to do that a few more times, preferably starting on Saturday or Sunday, whenever it is we play. I think it's Sunday. And against City, that would be a good game to do that in. But I liked it. I liked certain parts of the performance. Was it a fluent performance? Was it an enjoyable game? No. But I liked certain aspects of it. So let me just get into the 1 to 10 ratings. I could hear myself waffling. Check in goal. I thought he made a number of good saves, particularly a point-blank one that I seem to recall. I've seen a lot of people talk about how he should be given an 8, 9, 10 out of 10 performance. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's be honest. All those saves he made, maybe with the exception of the point-blank one, I would expect him as a good goalkeeper to make. So I'd give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was good, but let's not try and act like he was spectacular. He was good. 7 out of 10. Centre-backs. Rob Holding, easily the best out of the 3. I thought 8 out of 10. Brilliant. This kid has a big future. Big future. If Wenger is going to stay, and with every passing day, it's looking like that's going to be the case. Sorry, Colin. I'm just voicing my opinion. I just hope he doesn't cock up this kid's career, because he's not playing enough football, but every time he does play, puts in a hell of a shift. 8 out of 10. Koscielny, was having a good game until the goal, to be honest. And then the goal, I thought he should have done a lot better in. I'm tempted to give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I honestly will. Fuck it. You should have done better with that goal. Who the hell are Middlesbrough? 6. Fuck it. Gabriel, 6 out of 10. Again, it's Gabriel, isn't it? I told you, he has one good game in every 5. We're not at that one good game yet. 6 out of 10. Right wing back, Ox. For me, controversial. Oh, no, he's not quite my man of the match, but he asked the question. I thought had a magnificent first half. Was by far and away the best player on the pitch in the first half. Faded a little bit towards the second half, and that's the only reason he doesn't get my man of the match. But I thought it was brilliant. Worked extremely hard up and down that wing. You could see by the end he was absolutely exhausted, particularly when Sanchez, who, by the way, was extremely happy at the end, which pleased me a lot. When he went to go and thank the fans, he was all hugging Ox and trying to pick him up. Ox was just like, listen, I'm tired, yo. Leave me alone. And fair play to him. I thought he did really, really well. Honestly, 9 out of 10. I thought he was that good. 9 out of 10. Left wing back, Monreal, I actually thought did quite well. I was surprised. I thought initially he had a really slow start. Almost like he was trying to figure out the position and kept getting caught out of position. But then I thought grew into the game gradually, slowly. I still think Gibbs is better suited to that if those are the only 2 options that we have. I think Gibbs is better suited to that long term, particularly if we do use that against other teams, which FYI would not use that shape against Man City. I'll explain that in my preview for that game. But I think he grew into the game, and I think he did all right. And to be honest, Monreal, the last few games has really upped his performances. Even when we've been playing shit, He's been the best out of the shit. So I actually thought he did all right, 7 out of 10. In the middle, Ramsey, to be honest, I don't think he was that shit. I know it's surprising coming from me. You guys know Ramsey's not my guy. But he set up the second goal, made a couple of decent runs. As per usual, should have scored at least one of them. It's Ramsey, innit? You're not. I don't care what anyone says. You're not going to get anything spectacular from Ramsey. You're just not. But he was not as shit as he normally is. 6 out of 10. Xhaka. You know what? I completely agree with Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV's assessment of Xhaka. I finally realised what's wrong with him. He has a fantastic pass in him. I do think his positional sense is a little bit incorrect, but arguably you could say, well, he's not a deep lying, he's not a defensive midfielder. And you say to yourself, okay. The problem with Xhaka is he doesn't move the ball quick enough. And if that's his only problem, good. Because that will be fine next season. Just going to take him some time to bed in and learn to move that ball a little bit quicker, because you're not in the German league. You're not going to have time. You need to get the ball, move. Get the ball, move. Get the ball, move. There were several times in that Middlesbrough game where as soon as the ball came to him or Ramsey, the play just died. And then before you know it, you had to have someone like an Alexis or an Ox to try and restart the game. It's a big problem, and I don't care what anyone says, I don't think he's well suited with Ramsey. Sorry, was. I just don't think that's a good combination. So for me, I give him a 6 out of 10. Ozil, my man of the match. I said it. Sorry, Lee. My man of the match. I thought was brilliant. If for nothing else, for that little tracking back and slide tackling, I was very impressed. I didn't think that was even. I didn't even know Ozil knew what a slide tackle meant. So I thought he was brilliant. Almost back to his best. Now we just need to replicate that throughout the next 8-9 games of the season. Having said that, give him 9 out of 10. I thought he was brilliant. Well taken goal too. On the left-hand side, Alexis, he got man of the match from the Sky commentator. I don't really necessarily agree with him. I thought he was definitely a spark, caused a lot of problems, was a constant menace. But quite frankly, it's Alexis. I would kind of expect that as a minimum. Scored a goal. I did give him a 7 yesterday when I initially did this review. Maybe I should give him an 8. I think an 8 is more suitable. I'd give him an 8. And then up front, Giroud, who was just Giroud, quite frankly. There was one opportunity that he had on his left-hand side and just wasted it. But then again, I don't think the shape suits him. Funny enough, I think it suits a Welbeck. I think you need someone a little bit mobile, who's going to be able to chase after lost causes in a team that has 2 number 10s. I just don't think it suited Giroud. I think you need someone who's going to have... People seem to think that Giroud has good feet. And his feet aren't that bad. I am a harsh critic of his touch. His feet aren't that bad, but I find with Giroud, if he takes more than 2 touches, you're in trouble. I'm sorry. People won't like that. If you're not going to like that, fine. Just watch a Giroud match next time. Just watch Giroud's performances. If he takes more than 3 touches, tell me he doesn't give that ball away. Just tell me he doesn't give that ball away, because you'd be lying. You'd be lying. For that, I'd give him a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to rate Bellerin or Coquelin, but it was nice to see that the fans welcome Bellerin back properly. I was a harsh critic of Bellerin last week, but it wasn't just him. And I think he felt the fans' wrath, not necessarily just because of his performance. The whole team was shit. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I'm glad that they've welcomed him back. And I like Bellerin. I like Hector. I want to see him back to his best. Anyway, sorry guys, I can feel myself waffling and I hate that. So I hope you did like this video. I'm going to be joined tomorrow, hopefully, because I need to double check this with them, with Lee and Sam. You guys have seen them individually with me. It's a big game, so I'm going to need 2 big characters with me to be able to do the preview of that game tomorrow. So do look out for that. And if you want to look out for that, the best way of doing that is hitting that subscribe button, and you'll be alerted for whenever any future videos come out. Similarly, if you're listening to me for the first time, also hit that subscribe button. And if any of you first-time listeners or even current subscribers are listening to me and you've got Twitter and you're not following me, that's just rude. It's rude. Go and follow me on Twitter at Colossal Chig, CHIG. It's in the description below. And that's me done. I hope I haven't waffled too much. I apologize. I know I can feel it. Just I'm a bit hype all of a sudden today. So let me go and do something about that. I'm gonna go and chill for a second. See you guys tomorrow, I guess. Take care. Peace.